Hey Brixheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and this is my Lego room. Let's check it out. All right, guys, stream's going to start in a few seconds, so let's get those conversations rolling, participate in chat, and have a great time. Let's get building. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. Hey, G-Monkey, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Real quick, first thing I'm going to do is, to be honest, my build desk is amazingly... Oh, I'm getting the feedback over here. It's amazingly messy. So I've got to clean it up because I'm still working on this Italian Riviera build. And I want to make sure that, basically if I'm not using the colors or I'm not using the parts, I need to put them away because it's just going to build up. So I apologize. We're gonna start there and just kind of go from there. So hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. As always, we're having fun building out some amazing builds, or at least what I think are amazing builds, and going from there. So how's everybody doing today? Again, hope everybody is doing awesome. There's not much left I have to kind of organize. Just a little bit left. I mean, my desk is still a mess, but it's better. It's better. It's better than it was. So we're having fun. Like I said before, I am trying to be a little bit more consistent. It is difficult with the job. I know that's probably going to be like an excuse, but it is rather difficult. Good news is I typically have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. I do build on Tuesdays, but I build privately just to kind of relax and wind down. And some things I work on uh, as far as what I've been doing. Um, and again, it's pretty important to make sure that you kind of keep the parts organized, because if you don't, like, you're just, trust me, you're not going to know what you have, and that actually becomes a problem a lot of the time. Is uh by organizing, you have, or you at least, hey, Cammy, down here, come on, come here, girl. There we go. Wait, there we go. Just went. Ooh. Anyway, if you don't have it all organized, you just don't know what you have, and that's kind of the biggest issue is with a lot of builders is, since they don't really know what, or potentially they don't know what parts they have, they can't really build as, you know, as they want. So J Monkey says, I'm about to go out and brave the cold to run errands. Have fun. G Monkey, to be honest, I don't remember where you're at, but if you're in the Midwest, good luck, buddy. Uh, Stay warm. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, because yeah, the Midwest is getting plummeted by weather right now. Um, I mean, they're getting racked. Um, so yeah, so again, I hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. Um, uh, just trying to get it all situated and organized and have some fun with it. So, anybody up to no good? I know I am. Always up to no good. Put these. Woohoo. Uh, Yep, one before windshield. What, -1 before windshield? Holy crap, man! That is just insane. Um, that is just insane. Make sure you guys can't hear this. Okay. If you guys can hear the music, please let me know so I don't get in trouble. Okay. So yeah, that my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, they live in the Midwest. They live in the Minnesota area, and holy crap. They are just, the weather and all of that is just insane. It's just insane. Okay. So I've got a little bit more to do, and then we will get into the builds. And Ugh. Okay. Um. So anybody other than G Monkey trying to stay out of the weather. Anybody else doing anything exciting? Have anything going on? Excited for new events or new what's it called? New products coming out, new builds, all that jazz. And all that jazz. With someone. I mean the weather isn't. Oh my gosh, the weather isn't too bad here. There we go. I mean it's cold for us. But it's not. I mean, for a lot of people that it wouldn't be. They wouldn't classify it as cold, if that makes sense. I don't want to disrespect anybody by saying, you know, what I think is cold, but I'm a warm guy. I rather it be. Well, actually, I'm a cold guy, but not that cold. Like those degrees negative going into the negatives. That's just a little much for me. Okay. So and these that go here. And then I'm gonna show you guys. I know you probably can't hear me all that well, but I'm gonna show you guys what I've actually been up to. That way you get that as well. Um, that way you're in the know. Oh, that has an extended part on it. All right, I don't know what's going on with this, but keep having to refresh. And like I said, we're doing some cleanup real quick, and then we'll get into some builds. Well, building, not some build. I'm not seeing. I see it's smaller. Version. Oh, there they are. Just chilling, chilling like Jack Frost, right? And those temperatures, definitely chilling like Jack Frost. Okay, so we will keep this bad boy here for now because a lot of these parts I got to take apart real quick. So yeah, and it's like skipping. I might find a instead of a playlist, like a just one video with all these songs. All right, I think I have those. And those are right here. All right, so like I said, basically what I'm doing, and I apologize, but I wanted to hop on and make sure I was consistent with building and streaming and all of that kind of fun stuff. So essentially right now I'm just kind of organizing a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm kind of almost done. Um I've got a little bit more to do, and then I'll get into building. There we go. See, I don't understand the point of the bots. Do people actually, especially nowadays, it's like, do people actually fall for it and click on those and think that, they're going to pay a fee? And I get emails as well all the time that say, "Hey, I love your content, and I know that I can help your content. So sign up for my service, and we have a track record of giving you or getting you 100,000 subscribers in less than 24 hours. And we are confident that we can get you all of these new subscribers, which are just bots. Oh, hey, I'm over here. Which are just bots. And then when you stop paying, they take the bots away. Or the content uh, platform will register that they're bots and then take them all away for you, and then sometimes ban your channel. If you want to grow your channel, produce good content um, that people want to watch. Simple as that. Quick and easy ways are not the best. Yeah, let me see what I can find. Because I want to. I don't want a playlist. There we go. There we go. All right, making progress. Making lots of progress, actually. Hey, Cammy, Cammy, come on. Okay, those are all the way on the outside. Okay, I think I am golden pony boy. Okay. All right. I will stick those over here. I'm clearly not done. Cammy, come on. Man. Okay. Okay, so this is where we're at. See, that camera is not hooked up. I need to hook it up. I keep forgetting. I don't think it'll register on OBS. If it does, then I'll start using it. Let's see. I don't know that I can hook up a camera midstream and it start working. Yeah, no, it won't work. Okay, but I'll have it for next time. Okay, so this is essentially where we're at. This is where we're at. All right. Okay. Whoa. See, I need to lock that down somehow because I don't like that wobbles. Why does that wobble? Okay, so this is where we're at. Okay, so it's a little hard to see, and yeah, I will definitely be working in that right now. But this is so far where we're at. So we've added this building right here, definitely a change to what I had before. Really? What the hell? Hey, this camera, man. What is going on? Okay, so here is essentially the build layout. So we've added this building. It's slightly bigger than this one. And then we're going to have a blue building over here. And then I'm actually thinking of doing like a green building similar to this, if I can get it to curve, um, and have it right here. Because I keep trying to wrap it and it just doesn't work. My wrapping skills aren't great. Paching. Uh, but that's kind of where we're at. So I have a building on this side. I'm going to be working on this side, and it's going to be like the greens. I think I'm going to go maybe an olive green at the base. Um, what do you guys think? Should I do olive green at the base? Um, and then sand green at the top. I have more sand green than olive green. I also have more. I think I have more olive green than I do hunter green. So that's why I'm thinking olive green, and I think it would be a nice contrast. But definitely wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that. Oh my god. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. I'm having issues. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so yeah, so my goal is to at least get the layout of the green building in the back situated. Okay, so I definitely need some tile flooring. Just to outline what this is. Again, hope everybody is doing all right. And we'll see if we can match this building. And I'm basically just outlining the exterior of the building. I've gotten to like this tends to be the best strategy. Because I've been stumbling around this for a little while now. And when I did this with the other ones, it worked really well. So I think I'm going to keep that strategy going. And then see if I can go from there. Okay. All right, so if I go that way and then get a smaller version. No. There's smaller versions of this. This is a 4x4. Is there a 3x3? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay, let me. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So what do I need? 4, 6. I needed 8. I need an 8. An 8 by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 8 by 10. To the part wall. Right. 4 by 10, 2 4 by 10. Okay. I have 2 4 by 10s. Okay. And then I need a 2 by 6. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I have that. Let me see if I have. Okay, so now I need enough for the multiple floors. Okay, so 1, 2. All right, I have enough for that. That. Okay, we're looking at good stuff. Okay, so 2 of those. I need a 2 by 6, and then I need A 4x6? Okay. Oh, I need two of those. Crap. Oh, what? No wonder I was having issues. Sorry, guys. Still having issues. Okay. See, the fun part is going to be all right. Let's see what we got. Okay, so that will fit right there. Okay, so I think we're solid there. Okay, to the part wall. All right. Y'all wonder why I have so many parts. And it works. Okay. Okay, sweet. All right, so I have what I need. Okay, so there's the first floor. And that's actually a pretty decent size. That's what she said. Sorry. Hey, King Ollendorf, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So just to kind of give you a recap. Oh, I need to. We have added this building to the what's it called? To the Italian Riviera. Got a nice little shape to it. I still need to secure the top better. But ultimately, I think it's looking pretty good. I think I have to make a couple tweaks here and there, but and then so we've also got a building over here in blue, and then I'm setting up um the design for the green building. All right, let's see if I have this right. Because of you, oh, because okay. Much is true, you, oh, you think shine. Okay, and then we're gonna. Oh, okay, so there's that. And then we flip it over. And we're still trying to decide for the bottom, should I go dark green or olive green? So if anybody has any thoughts on that, please let me know. Okay, so then that is a replica of that. And we got one more. All right, now I find another one. Well, I can do this. Okay, so that's a replica, and then I'm gonna change this back so that it matches. Okay, and then I think I saw. Put. Let's see here. Um, okay. All right, we will put those right there. And Bob's your uncle. Sweet. And then for fun, we will square this off a bit. That way it's easier to tile. Okay. And it will add a layer. Okay, so now we kind of have the building laid out, which I really like. We will have to make some adjustments on the second level. Probably square it off more, but not sure. Or bring the walkway over. Not sure. But we'll see. And we have 3 floors for that, so it hopefully will tower above. Depending on how, because I want it to be above these, so I might go a 4th floor. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so then we want to, of course, lay out the what's it called? Just realized this doesn't have the 4. Do these others have the 1x4? No, and yes. Okay. All right, so those are all done. We want to definitely put in the walkway. So I am going to move this so that I can get in there and do the walkway. And where are my walkway? We will put those here. Because if I don't put in the walkway pieces, then we will have an issue putting them in later. I cleaned everything up and now I don't know where shit is. Gotta love how that works. So I see some pieces there. Where did it? Oh, they're right. Oh my God, they're right in front of me. And this is what I was looking for earlier. Okay. Okay, I also want to put in like a little flower market right here. So we're gonna do, and I have to be careful on spacing. Okay. So don't need these here. But I could use them right here. Sometimes you got to get the little tools out to place stuff where you need them to be. And that's the thing too. Could you imagine if I was trying to do this with the stuff here and going in from this side? It'd be hell. And it's one of those, like, this is a lot of little stuff and it's probably boring, but then all of that little stuff like adds up to something really, really big and nice. You know what I mean? Like, and I think it's all in the little textures and the little details and all that jazz. And I have some pieces in the house that I actually need to go get. So, one moment. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, and then oh, shit. Yeah, I just dumped all the flower pieces all over the floor. And this section is the dirtiest because I haven't gotten a chance to clean up the dirt. So yeah. Mix up a little cocktail real quick. That way it's easier. And I can just kind of put them randomly, make it a little faster. I'm just placing these ones since they're the biggest, like randomly. And some of this is going to be function as well because of the I need some random studs. Place. For texture, oh, I don't know where that went. Oh. Huh. Oh, all right. So, like I said before, I'm just kind of placing things randomly, because it gives, colors and textures and all of that that you kind of want in a cobble road. And that's what kind of makes it pretty cool because you have that different dynamic of shapes and textures and colors and all of that that you would typically find in a cobble road. Because a lot of times what happens is like cobble road, there'll be stones, and then it essentially, they wear down after a little while. You get pebbles that get knocked around and off, and all of that fun stuff, and that's kind of what makes. And as far as these curved pieces, you don't always like you can go in the same direction, you can, change directions. You can, change or you can kind of stack them close by, you can separate them, like all of that adds up to the overall fun texture of the build. And again, throw in different shapes too, because that tends to make the build a little bit more dynamic as well, or the cobblestone, or what have you. And then same with coloring. You want to, change up the coloring as much as you can from time to time. Just, I mean, because I don't have a lot of the what is it called? Um, the dark tan, but kind of that makes the road. And then show the base plates. Like, that looks cool texture wise and all that too. Like leave gaps where you're not covering every stud. And it gives that lower depth where it's like indented and all of that. I'm gonna I'm gonna continue the cobblestone until I run out of cobble, and then I'm gonna start the building. And if a it's funny, if a piece falls, place it there. I mean, seems like it's meant to be, right? Alright. And what, so just as a FYI, the pieces that I'm using are one by one round tiles in light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, and dark tan. Then I'm using and you can do it in primarily those three colors. They look really well. And then we have this like wedge piece. It's kind of a um it's a one by one round tile, but it's like a 3/4 round, or 1/4 round, I think you would kind of call it. And that's in pretty much like all three colors. And then I'm also using this piece. Both are the um are different sides, but it's basically a 1 by 2 modified tile where it has the corner slit here. And then I'm also using this side piece, this triangle piece. It's a 2 by 2 triangle. I only have uh, light bluish gray, and then I'm also using 2 by 2 tiles, 2 by 2 tiles with one stud on top, the jumper, and then these nougats or ingots, sorry, um, in multiple colors. They look like the gold nugget or gold bars. It's a little hard. They look like the gold bars, so they have texture on it, but in light bluish gray, dark bluish gray. And then every once in a while, I will also place a 1 by 4 jumper, you know, again to give it a little bit more texture. And don't hesitate to change up the the levels. Like I said, you want to show a little bit of the base plate or the bottom plate, but then also like raise it up a plate and then stack them. That way it gives that, rocky kind of feel to it. And then of course, throw some studs here and there, because if you're going to place minifigures, you got to have something to be able to place on them. And then of course go or different ways. So go like, if you're placing a 1x2 this way, also place a 1x2 this way, and that way it gives it a different dynamic too. Let me see if I have any more. Again, I'm gonna. And then of course, like you can also mix it up and do other shapes, like 1x1 square tiles. You can do bumps, like with texture, and do cheese wedges and the different colors, like all of that. And the more random, the better, because then it just doesn't feel like it's, you know, strategically placed. And then if you have like less of one color, it's always best to just place those real quick, because then you can just place the other pieces around it. And since you have more of those, it kind of adds to the more dynamic look. I may not get into the building too much, unfortunately. I guess I took too much time on this stuff, but you know, all these details are important, right? But oh, I was saying this earlier is uh some of this is structural because you know, like when you cross two plates and you put a 1x2 over it, that adds to the overall structure of the build as well. And then I know some people will like throw in a hidden Mickey or something. And there's also shapes out there that are like round or hearts or you know, all that kind of fun stuff that, you know, little love tokens or what have you. Different places. It's always fun to throw those in. So now you kind of get the feel of it, and then essentially it helps because then we have it all labeled or formatted the way that we want, and then it's easier to do the buildings and all that kind of jazz. Before I get too far into it, let me. And you can even throw in some like silver. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Maiku-san. What lurks in the shadows of all twitches? Darkwing Maiku. Hello there from the lurk of Worksville. How's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're just laying some cobblestone around uh, to give the build a little bit more dynamic range and color and texture and all that jazz. How are you, my friend? How is Worksville? Worksville, USA. Work, 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 work. Lurk, 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 lurk. Hey! Nice. Yeah. So I added a building. I added two. So I took and put the pink back over here. I really like it over there, but I gave it a different dynamic look. So I gotta, once I do this tile, I'm gonna secure this. But here is the building overall. Um, and the roof is like being stupid, but ultimately it looks good. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then I've got a blue building on one side over here, and then this is going to be a green building, and it's basically going to be shaped like that. It's going to be right here. So it's going to have a little bit of a more dynamic shape. When you're viewing it from this, you see the front of it and all that fun stuff. And I might put something here as well, but it'll be like a half facade because or a smaller building because you still got to get in here to bring the boat to the ramp. And then this one is going to be at least 3 stories. I'm hoping that it's taller than these so that it kind of blocks off the canopy a little bit. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, move this a little bit. And then finish because I want to finish this cobblestone, and then hopefully I'm gonna fix the roof here because it keeps being stupid. Since I'm out of, I may need to. I'll probably order some more too. Walkways, which I don't. Okay, hold on. One by one tile. And dark tan. And walkways. What? Server error while searching storage. That's weird. Huh. All right, so I'll wait on that. Okay. Now, some of these I might change out, to be honest, because if I'm gonna obviously make this a storefront of some kind, and I may want like displays in the store, all that kind of jazz. So okay, so that's done. Okay, so now I need to fix that roof. And then that's going to go there. And then, of course, about 10 bricks or so high, 10 bricks or so high. So, yeah, I might do another floor. I mean, I don't have much cobble left to do, to be honest, because I mean, it's just this section and this section, but I want to hold off on this section because I don't know what kind of build. I mean, I shouldn't have gone into this. I don't know officially what I want to do here, but let's get to. And of course, this actually let me put back real quick before I do the roof. Where's Riviera? And okay, so then let me twist and shout and turn it all about. I'll probably put a light. Ah, probably put a light under there too. A light brick because um that way it lightens up that area back there. Where's my the tweezers? All right, so that brightens it up a little bit. Okay. All right. Put this back. Flatten this out. All right, and then let me figure out the best way See if this works. Probably not, but hell yeah, that works. That freaking worked. Like a charm. Heck yeah. And if I want to get it, I mean, I'll have to get in there and and then I can just open that up. Huh. That worked. Because I still have to put details in there. Oh, well, it didn't, it works to a point. Yeah, I gotta be careful. It does work though. All right. I like that a lot. I mean, it raises it up a little bit. But yeah. Um, okay. Didn't need this. And it looks like I can actually use these instead. Just to close up the build a little bit. Or not. That actually made the slope worse. All right. I'll take it. I will take it. Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought. All right, back to this. All right. So, what do we think? Like, because that's still the question at hand. Do we want a olive green base or a dark green base? Is the question. Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that one. All right. I think that's my time. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate all the love and support. It really does mean a lot that you've taken the time, energy, and effort to hang out with me, check out what I have to build, and all of that fun stuff. So, yeah, I think we're gonna cut it. Okay, so I will think on it. I will probably do some fun stuff as far as getting it either the dark green, or the. I might do the olive green just to lighten it up in that area, but we'll have to see. So, again, thanks for watching, guys.